Yeah, I would say the spirit of the syndicate has been constant throughout. It's 20 years old now, I think, the syndicate. There is way more to it than just winning races. I think the syndicate over the years has been a pioneer in our sport of a healthy balance of fun.
Pretty good, yeah.
And delivering results. But yeah, the whole feeling of the syndicate has always been that kind of family vibe, enjoy each other's time and have a laugh together. In an early part of my career, I always wanted to put something back into the sport that I loved, my sport, downhill mountain biking, with young riders, Brendan Fairclough, Rat Boy, all those guys. I brought them under my wing a little bit, so bringing them alongside me and teaching them the ropes.
Steve just won world champs.
I think for me, the low point in my career was just after I retired.
Yeah, I'm sure retiring from any sport's got to be tough. We live a different life, and you're suddenly it's suddenly over.
Well, here he is then, the living legend, the much loved, revered Steve Peat. This is his final rundown, and look at him, still fast.
I definitely struggled for a couple of years to find out what I was going to do in the future of the sport, and I'd been a racer this whole time, and I got up in the morning, I trained, I rode my bike because I wanted to be faster. I didn't really know where I was going. I wasn't a coach, I wasn't anything, I was just an ambassador for Santa Cruz, and it was really hard. Yeah, Santa Cruz Syndicate is a real hard one to pick new riders for, but we always manage to pick the right people and bring it back round and reinvent ourselves, and the spirit of it and the reason that we do it and what we get from it is still the same.
Yeah, the Syndicate's been one of the top teams for many years now. Greg, Petey, Rat Boy, they were just such legends. Always at the top.
It's pressure having the Syndicate jersey on. Like on the first race, and I could really feel this pressure being the first woman on the Syndicate.
It's such a hard sport to master, and I think that's why I'm so addicted to it, is that it's so hard to be on top.
The emotional side of racing is huge. If your emotions take over sometimes, your mind can't get prepared.
Being in the start gate is pretty nerve-wracking. You can feel your heart going, it's like going a million miles an hour. Watching the clock tick down, but it's like as soon as you drop in and you get that breeze on you, everything just relaxes.
It was a slow transition. I finished racing, I went to a few World Cups, and I helped the riders on the track because that was just what I loved doing. I loved being up on the track and like radio now. Greg, you need to come and try this line. Come up here, try this line. It's definitely save you a second. It was just, for me, it was a natural transition into that. I definitely can see when someone's struggling or looking a little bit nervous or whatever. I try and do it in a nice way and just find out what it is and talk them through it. Talk them down from it, really.
He knows what you mean. He's able to put himself in your shoes super quick. He doesn't bring up, oh, when I used to race, I did this or I did that. He kind of puts himself into the present moment and leaves that in the past, which is actually pretty interesting. He's pretty good at that.
when they come up to you at the bottom and go, Pete, that line was so sick, like, thanks for finding that, that was mint. That to me is rewarding and part of the reason that I do the whole thing.
I think having the support to get you to the place where you're on the start line, it's so far from being an individual sport, it's mad. It's like so many pieces and people need to come together for that.
These look better though. These used to be super kicky. Yeah, PD's definitely been a big kind of the glue to everything.
This spirit is going through the team, like having him as a leader there.
Pretty funny for me, because one of my heroes growing up, first race I went and watched, he won. First mountain bike DVD I ever bought was him cleaning up a World Cup season, so it was like, to be on a team with him being my team manager is pretty special, I guess.
You know, having him so involved in the things he's been doing, it's pretty cool having him around. I think it's going to be rewarding for the team, so it's going to be quite rewarding for him too.
And luckily that's turned into something that's really fulfilling now. It's filled the void of me racing World Cups, so I'm stoked about that.
I think it's been really cool to watch the sport grow, because it's grown a lot. Teams are more professional, the equipment's amazing. It's definitely going in the right direction.
This sport means everything to me. It's a huge part of my life and I hope it stays that way.